Hola, Latinos in Michigan. This is Liliana Ospina live from our studios in Livingston County for all over Michigan, the USA, and the rest of the world. Today, I have a very special guest. His name is Angelo Kapp, and he's going to talk about his work to promote the Hispanic culture here in the US. So, we welcome Angelo. Angelo, welcome to Talentos Latinos, Latinos in Michigan. We met a few weeks ago in Lansing during a networking event with Saint Benavides, and I hear about your work at the beginning of the year when you were promoting a documentary or a film. So, Angelo, tell me about you. You are from Saginaw. I want to know more about what you do.
Yeah, first of all, thank you for having me on your show. I always was a big fan and continue to support you. Um, so a little bit about me is born and raised in Saginaw. As you know, there's a lot of Mexican Americans that live here, and as I grew up, I wanted to know about other Latino countries and the cultures because in Saginaw it was more Tejano music and a lot of Mexican food and stuff like that. And so I started my company this year, Nuestra Cultura Multimedia Productions. And our first big event was we celebrated Chicano History Week, which is from February 2nd through the 8th. And that's recognized by the state of Michigan. And so we did four screenings of a film called American Homeboy by director Brandon Loren Maxwell. Uh, and he owns a company called Chella Media. And so the film is about the origins of the Pachuco and Cholo culture. And what we had did was we had some artists like Elton Monroy Duran. He was accompanying us to all of our shows doing live art. We had music that was playing music uh, throughout the generations that the film touched on. And then also we had a lot of interactive activities, especially photo booths for guests to be a part of. One of the things about Nuestra Cultura was that we wanted to make sure that this information, our history and our culture, is shared with everybody, and we didn't want price to be a factor for anybody not to come to the shows, so we had the shows for free. Thanks to our sponsors that heavily help support us and promote it across the state.
That's pretty cool. I wanted to go to one of the shows, but I was in Colombia when that happened. But we share the information in our website. And you said you are from Saginaw, and you've always been interested in the diversity of Hispanic cultures. I've been in Saginaw, but Saginaw has a very strong history and a strong Hispanic presence, right? Tell me about more
Yes.
about Saginaw.
So in Saginaw, we have a lot of history. To my knowledge, we have one of the biggest Cinco de Mayo parades that's put on by La Union Civica, and there's a lot of other organizations. I'm a member of LEAD, which stands for Latino Leaders for the Advocacy of Education and Development, and so that's a statewide organization with several different chapters in the state. And over here in Saginaw, we're really just trying to connect the community with a lot of the stakeholders that are desperately seeking the Latino voice, right? As we know, it the Latino buying power is over $1.3 trillion and growing annually, and so a lot of these companies and businesses they want to know how to market to Latinos, and so with our group, we definitely like to support the community and network with a lot of individuals that both see a vision for where our culture is heading. And I can tell you right now, it's ever growing because in different regions of Michigan, especially in the United States, the culture looks different, and that's something we need to recognize and understand and how to interact with it. And so Saginaw is definitely one of the cities that doesn't normally get major funding from larger sponsors, but usually when we go in the room, people recognize us because they always know we're the underdogs, and we're always trying to fight to have a seat at the table.
Yeah, I know some people from Saginaw. Rosa Morales is one of them. She's a big time journalist, a very special person, and a person that always worked to include and promote the Hispanic community. Tell me about what's coming for you and your company.
So Chicano History Week was a huge success, and that's something we're continuing to work on for next year's show. But also with success at Chicano History Week, the director was very impressed with what we were able to do with the short amount of time. Thanks to my partner Boris Porras Rios from Flint, and so he wants me to help him grow his company, which is Cella Media, and he's almost like a big brother to me, because where he's at right now is hopefully one day, I could be right there with them. He has Cella Media, which they just launched a new directory at chelladirect.com, and it gives people a way to support Latino-owned multimedia company and also get access to all the content. And so that's really what I'm working on. Um, there's always, as you know, in the summertime, there's so many festivals and concerts going around the state, and so just as a beginner company, I'm still trying to network with more people and work with like-minded Latinos that have a vision for including other people into our culture, because I think that's the most important part, is that when you go to somebody's house, we're very warm and welcoming, right? You come in and we give you something to drink. We make sure you're fed, and you almost become like family. And so, Nuestra Cultura, that's what my company wants to embody. Is that when you come to any of our events, you leave feeling like you're part of the family, and that's what it's all about. Because the positivity that we need to create with all the Latinos in many different industries that are setting the standard for how business is supposed to get done, how our history is supposed to be taught. That's what Nuestra Cultura is all about, and highlighting those stories of Latinos all across the state, and hopefully one day nationally. A lot of these networking meetings that I'm going to, people still don't know who I am or don't know the brand. And so I'm always open to conversation and collaborating, right? I believe definitely in partnership in the community, because, at the end of the day, I don't care if my brand's associated to it and having my name being on a banner, but I just want, people to leave there feeling like they want to know more about our culture, right? That's the bottom line. And if they can, come to a event that I'm able to be a part of, and they want more of it, that's what it's all about. And so definitely looking for more collaboration with partners that share the same vision that I have.
Well, thank you, Angela, for the interview, and I wish you the best of luck in these projects.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.